So, welcome to the 90-Day Challenge. I'm super excited that there is a 90-day challenge that's kicking off today because of the fact that the Young Entrepreneur Project is a project that is near and dear to my heart. It got started last year back in August and actually has been thriving since 2018, but got here into the States back last year. So I was introduced to the Young Entrepreneur Project and I said yep without even knowing what I said yep to. This was a very new company, new project that was getting started with the whole purpose to teach and inspire the next generation of young entrepreneurs. Now, what I loved about the Young Entrepreneur Project and still love today is the fact that the Young Entrepreneur Project isn't about age. It's about how you're experiencing the world of being an entrepreneur, of what it looks like to begin. So today I want to share with you 4 key elements that are needed when you take on a 90-day challenge, right? You don't just jump into 90 days, though some of us might, but there is some strategic planning involved if you're looking to get results within this 90-day challenge, right? So a 90-day challenge has 4 main elements when you start one. The first thing you want to do is know your end game. What's the purpose? What's the vision? What do you want to accomplish at the end of 90 days? Because if you just say, hey, I'm going to do this for 90 days, you might not be taking actions that correlate with the results that you want to produce within those 90 days. You don't just do 90 days to do 90 days. You should actually have a pretty good idea of what you want to do. So you always want to make sure that you have a purpose. You want to make sure that you have a way to create your income producing activities, a way to track, and your reward and pain. So let me explain a little bit about each one of these. So I just talked about how do you make sure you have your vision? What is it you want to accomplish at the end of this? So I know for me, I'm taking on this 90-day challenge, and my goal is to impact 400 entrepreneurs worldwide. I want to make sure that entrepreneurs like you and I have resources to grow our business, right? I opened up a restaurant a few years back and ended up closing it in 90 days. Or not 90 days, in 9 months. And one of the things that was interesting to me is that when I closed that restaurant, I said to myself, I wish there was an entrepreneurial community that it was online that I could take advantage of, that I could go to get education and training and some advice, that there was a community that was building their business where I could be kind of pointed to different resources to help me grow. And that at that time, that community didn't exist. Or better yet, I didn't know where to go to find that community in reality, right? Which led me on a mission over the last few years to build a business and a world of entrepreneurship, to really support and empower entrepreneurs in growing their business. So this 400 people that I'm out to impact is to give them access to training and skills that they can learn, give them access to learning about incentive marketing so they know how to better utilize their time and money and products and services to really bring customers back, to generate leads, to learn the world of incentive marketing. So I'm out to really impact and make a difference and show them how to create an extra stream of income. Because you and I both know as entrepreneurs, yes, there's what we do and the work we put in that has to create our own income, but it's really nice to have another side income that supports our dreams and our visions that we can align with so that we're bringing in a few extra dollars to help support and build our main business. And that's really what I'm excited about inside this Young Entrepreneur Project. The second thing you want to do inside of this 90-day challenge, this is utmost importance, is you want to find and start writing down your income producing activities. What are the activities that you're going to be taking on that actually produce a result? Now, most people think that it's building the website or sending out an email. Well, that is true. A lot of that gets lost in the human connection that we're having, the actual talking to human beings. And how do you do that to ensure that you're taking actions appropriate with sharing your business with people? One of the things I've discovered over the years is that many of us entrepreneurs, we have great ideas, we have great products, we have built the courses and everything else, but we don't tell anybody what we're doing. This is probably one of the most common things I see in working with entrepreneurs from all walks of life, that this is where we kind of get stuck, is in putting ourselves out there and really allowing people to contribute to us, take part in our training and our videos and our live webcasts like we're doing right now. So that's what you have available to you. So choose your income producing activities. And at the top of your list, I'm going to give you a little tip. The top of your list, you should always do the income producing activity of self-development. Grab a book, an audio, something where you're feeding this. 9 out of 10 times, what stops us from successfully building our business is this little thing right up here. right? It's our self-doubt, our fears, our conversations we're having with ourselves. So getting information in that can make a difference is going to be a big part. So if you're doing a 90-day challenge, the first thing on that list, if you're income producing activities, is self-development. That is definitely going to be one of the big things. Now, you might not think it's income producing, but over 90 days, having that type of commitment to yourself, to building a better you, is going to have a fundamental impact on your overall income and how you continue to build. The second thing you want to do is, once you know your income producing activities, you want to track them. Figure out a spreadsheet or some way that you can put that together, but tracking your activities, finding out how often you're doing them, what kind of results are getting done or generated by doing them, is also going to become a key factor. So you want to put together a sheet, list out the things you're going to do. Back in the day when I first did my first 90-day challenge, I had 3 non-negotiables. This was as big as my list was. The first thing I did was a video for YouTube. I then put it onto my blog site and I emailed it out to my list. Those 3 things I knew were going to produce an income, because every video that I did, every blog post that I wrote, and every email I sent out was tied to a product or service that had the potential to generate me an income. I was on a training the other day, side note real quick, by Sharon Lechter, who was one of the co-authors of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book series. And when I was listening to this summit that she was on, she said something really brilliant. She goes, if you want to start making money now, get into affiliate marketing. If you really want to learn how to start making an income, start sharing, get into affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing has the potential to pay you for just recommending things you already like and enjoy doing, which I thought was a brilliant conversation. And I 100% agree with her, because that's how I got started online. I did a video, a blog post, and an email, and I built out an affiliate marketing team, and that's our affiliate marketing company. And that's how I was getting paid a month to make sure I was supporting my bills and taking care of my day-to-day life. So I know it's possible with affiliate marketing. So back to your 4 activities. So far we have covered, you need your vision, your goal. You need to find your income producing activities, what's going to make you the money. The third thing is, you're going to make sure you're tracking those activities. Get yourself a spreadsheet, figure out what it is that is actually producing the results you're looking for. And the fourth thing, the thing that we don't often think about, is the pain reward, right? When we look at putting together a 90-day challenge, it's just easy to say, hey, I'm going to do this for 90 days. But in all reality, there needs to be a pain and a reward. What's the pain? What's the thing that's going to keep driving you forward to stay away from that pain if you don't complete this 90-day challenge, right? If you don't take on these income producing activities, what's the worst thing that you just dread, right? Whether it's, paying off a bill, whether it's not being able to come up with an income, whether it's not being able to, you're paying somebody else money for not committing, right? Whatever that pain is, that is something you would definitely want to look at. Like, what's going to keep moving you forward? On the flip side, one of the things that I've always learned is that if you really want to succeed in a 90-day challenge, you have to reward yourself. You have to reward yourself outside of what possibility of income you're creating, what is out there. You have to look at what is it going to pull you forward, right? What is it that's going to make you want to accomplish that? So the reason I tell you that is that, a lot of the times, if the reward isn't great enough, you won't keep going. And this is true too. So like, I was running the first time I ran a marathon. I remember at the start line, I'm like, okay, why am I running 26.2 miles? Like, why would I even think about doing this, right? So what's interesting about that is really what pulled me was crossing that finish line, like visualizing that, being at that finish line and what that was going to feel like, right? Knowing that at the end of this, I got a really cool medal that I could boast to people and say, yeah, I actually did this. I did the work, I put in the time. And at the end of this, at the end of that finish line, shockingly, what I didn't picture was that I'd be crossing the finish line with a margarita in hand at my first marathon, because I found a friend of mine on the marathon run with us. And we ended up getting margaritas along the way, which was, part of the story. But the thing was I saw that black and white checkered line on the ground. And I knew in my mind, that's the only thing that kept moving me forward for 26.2 miles was getting there and I would set little achievements along the way. Right? Oh, I just need to run to this lamppost, or I just need to get this much further along. And it was setting those little goals along that 26.2 miles that got me to the finish line. which is why those income producing activities are so important, because those are your little mile checkers. Those are those little things that are going to keep you motivated. When you look down, like I'm going to be doing right here, right? I've got my sheet. When I look down at it, I'm like, okay, what did I do today? What did I do today, right? And this is keeping me on track to make sure that at the end of this, at the end of 90 days, I know what I did. I have markers inside of this. I have ways to kind of beat myself or not beat myself up, but like to see where I am week to week to be able to track my progress. And that's really what you want to do. You want to be able to track your progress. You want to be able to look back in those 90 days and go, wow, that's where I started and this is where I finished, right? So really important when you take on a 90-day challenge, it's not just about saying, hey, I'm doing this for 90 days, but you really want to look at the 4 elements of doing this for 90 days. You want to look at why you're doing it. What's your purpose? What's your drive? What's your vision? What do you get at the end of it, right? What is that end line? What do you envision when you step over that 90 days, right? Because that's what's going to pull you. Inside of that, what are the activities that you're going to have to do to get there? How are you tracking those activities so that you know you're actually accomplishing them? And then what are you going to reward yourself for doing or having that you've completed those 90 days, right? And it's got to be something that stretches you, and it's got to be something for you. A lot of times, even for myself, I want to do it for other people. I want to, help them out. But at the end of the day, what is my self-reward? What am I going to be selfish about and doing for myself at the end of those 90 days as a way to say thank you to myself for going through that journey of putting myself through that 26.2 miles of marathon to get to that point, right? So I invite you. I'm excited about this 90-day challenge that I'm doing with the Young Entrepreneur Project. I am looking to partner with entrepreneurs from all walks of life. So if you don't know about the Young Entrepreneur Project, or you've heard about the Young Entrepreneur Project, also called YEP, and you're like, hey, how do I get involved in this? In the description down below, there is a link. It is thechefkatrina.com/YEP, YEP. You can head over there, learn more about this amazing project that is impacting the world, right? I mean, it is literally a global entrepreneurial community, and those are the best communities to be part of because you really get to understand the business world at an international level, which can compel you and drive you to success much, much faster. So I want to thank you so much for jumping in on this 90-day challenge. What is the 90-day challenge? How to be part of a 90-day challenge, and the 4 things you need to know about successfully completing a 90-day challenge. And if you want to be part of the Young Entrepreneur YEP 90-day challenge, I've put together all this resources, right? I actually have built out your vision, your goal, how to put that together. I built out your daily income activities for this project alone for this 90-day challenge. I've shown you, I'm working with a team showing you how to track over these 90 days your activities so you know what's going on. And I'll work with you to develop or design or even implement your pain reward strategy so that you know how to keep moving forward and what's your consequence for not doing it. So with that, I hope you're having a great day. I look forward to working with you inside the Young Entrepreneur Project and sharing with you this incredible project that's impacting the world and really making a difference for entrepreneurs, and sharing with them how to build their business from both the ground up and how to scale their business from where they're already at, just using the simple training and tools inside this amazing project. With that, I hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you inside of YEP.